Hello, if you're watching this video, it's because you haven't been catching the streams, and this will be sort of a refresher on the first level of the game. Now, it's important to note that, again, this is not actually the same continuity as the streams. I'm going to be starting a new game, even though, as you can see, I've already made it some way through the series. So this is sort of a refresher on the first level. My initial recording of that was broken, so yeah, just going through again. I'll be taking the same skills and handling the fights much the same way. One thing that I should mention is that the cutscenes will be very loud, much louder than most of the gameplay itself.
I'm here, sir.
Okay, I sort of have to turn them down to a very low volume. I apologize about that. The balance in this game, audio balance, seems completely broken. So yeah, this is our first quest. We're just dropped in here with absolutely no explanation of who we're working for, why we want this thing, why we can't exist in a fantasy universe that relies slightly less heavily on cliches, such as spider keys and skull of shadows and Shantiri crystals. Kind of is annoying, to be honest, having played this many fantasy games, just having them all rely on the X being a slightly scary sounding noun, of Y being just about anything, as long as it also sounds sort of mystical and intimidating. Generically so, you know, not like they're actually going to put any thought into it. They're just going to grab something from the random fantasy name generator. So yeah, it's just teaching us the basics of pulling levers, moving around, kicking things. The bread and butter of this game. So yeah, I have to knock down this area for reasons that aren't strictly clear at the moment. Yep, chain drops down. Oh yeah, also just saw the first example of the boot. One of the principal means Seraph has of engaging anyone, be it friend, foe, inanimate object, mother-in-law, etc., is by just booting it directly in the noggin. The boot will dominate much of combat if you let it. It's sort of seductive in that sense. Even if you're a mage or a wizard, or mage or a wizard, if you're a mage or a rogue, frankly, half the time, kicking people into conveniently placed spikes is the most convenient option. Yeah, we start out with one spell which doesn't seem to consume mana, which is Night Vision. It sort of has the awkward cat-eye blue, which, frankly, you know, kind of a little bit annoying. Couldn't a game like this have a light amplification spell that just, you know, amplifies the light, so I don't have to look at everything through a filter? Maybe that's to discourage you from having it on all the time? I don't know. So yes, important note, even though he guessed that there might be enemies or whatnot, he didn't send me in with a weapon. Yeah. He just kind of hoped that I'd find one somewhere. And since obviously this plan is contingent upon me cutting this rope, it seems kind of a stroke of luck that there should just happen to be a sword nearby. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, see here, look, there's a zombie. How do you think he was gonna handle that zombie? Oh, probably he figured I'd just do that. Which, yeah, okay, I mean, that's fair. Time to impale him.
I'll do my best to heal.
I'll do my best to heal you, sir. I didn't take any damage, asshole. Or maybe I did, I wasn't really paying attention. I might have accidentally staggered the fall. So yeah, this is the first enemy of the game, first real proper enemy of the game. If it looks like it's kind of a joke that I'm just sort of booting it whenever it gets close and chopping its head off as soon as I've hit it a couple times, yeah, actually most of the combat in the game is like this. Lone opponents are extremely easy to kick to death, so you really need them to come at you in groups for it to be a challenge. And even then, if you've got magical spells, as you'll see, you can sort of even the odds somewhat. Yeah, so this is the first example of the Blackguards, which he technically does not pronounce correctly. Kick him over the edge, be efficient. Yeah, as long as we're talking efficiency, how about I do something that has the same effect, but does some actual damage? Namely, go Donkey Kong on his ass. Yeah, these are just sort of the generic enemies of the game. It's never exactly clear whether they're just mercenaries, and if they're just mercenaries, why they're willing to fight you to death, and why they're working for the evil guy, despite the fact that he has nothing to give them.
better to block and show some skill.
Yeah, I got it, George Decay. Don't worry about it. Besides, you've got infinite heal juice to give me. I don't think you can necessarily be acting like this is actually a situation where I'm in danger here. Try blanking the pink cert? Yeah, okay, I got it. Just let me do my thing. Quit micromanaging. Christ. You want to come down here and do this? Actually, why haven't you come down here to do this? Obviously, you're much, much better at magic than I am. You done? No? Want more? Would have been a better idea just to stay down, you know? If you are just, as he said, a mercenary, I don't really get why you're fighting the death over some goddamn crystal. Alright, anybody else? Use more time to hone your skills. No, I think I'd actually like to continue with my objective, if that's okay with you. Hold on, where am I going? Oh, up here. Yeah, I just did this and I still have no idea what's going on. As far as direction goes. Okay, earned my first skill point. If I recall correctly, I threw that into Flame Arrow. Yeah, I'm busy, dude. Do it in a second. No? Impatient? Okay, fine. Let me go ahead and show off the first spell. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. Basically, you just shoot a little fire out at him and run out of mana before he's dead. Some of the later spells are more impressive, but frankly, Flame Strike was pretty uninspiring even when I first acquired it. Check it out though. If you've got the Killing Frenzy on, you fire fireworks, which I can't show you since I don't have any mana. Whee! I love completely wasting my status effects. That was disappointing. Okay, up the chain, and I think we're almost done with this nonsensical dungeon.
What now, Master Fenrir?
What now, Mr. Fenrir? Good question.
Let us hope that you will be as efficient in future tasks.
Let's hope that you'll be as efficient in future tasks. That's not ominous. Okay, so I step forward to take the crystal, and that's when things get resolved. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. I forget actually how much decent recordings I have lying around, so I'll get back to you soon.